This particular project began because I met Sohrab and we got into a conversation about, I discovered he was a composer and I'm a visual artist, and we realised that our common ground was in looking at the relationship between what things look like when you hear them and whether that you can play with that synesthesia.
We have the harpsichord, which is the central figure of the piece. It's almost a piece of theatre. In fact, that's really how we think about it. I think it's really as a piece of theatre. So the harpsichord is centre stage. It's the main protagonist, and the harpsichord's material, musical material, gets captured by the computer, the live electronics. The material gets frozen, and then what happens is that the composition moves inside this frozen material. The drawing responds to that material, but we also pick up the sound of the drawing and use that to modulate, to play around with that captured harpsichord sound world.
This piece is called Derriere Le Miroir, which means behind the mirror, and in this particular case what I'm interested in doing is comparing the left hand and the right hand side of the brain, and also the left hand and the right hand side of the body. So simultaneously drawing with left and right hand reveals something about the way that we process the eye to hand coordination.
Composers have tended to use the harpsichord and construct kinds of figuration and decoration and ornamentation to basically get the instrument to speak. Its basic character is one of an instrument which is of attack, resonance and decay, rather like a guitar. However, if you have microphones, you can of course amplify the sound of the harpsichord, but you can also pick up these various components of the sounds. You can pick up the attack sound, which is of the plectra hitting the strings. You can obviously take the resonance of the sound, and using a computer you can turn that into a sustained sound. And there's also other various elements of the harpsichord sound which can be useful and quite interesting. For example, the sound of the jacks coming back, or the sound of the action itself, can be picked up and turned into percussive sound. The piece goes from being almost something which is quite still to something which is very rhythmic, almost dance-like at the end of the piece. So that's the, if you like, build-up. And then the piece very rapidly dissolves once it's reached that point.